yes, that's the point.
Oh, I meant like now,
Oh, yes.
as opposed to not yet.
Yes, we're streaming.
Oh, there's a new eclipse called Eclipse of the Devourer.
That's so
Of course there is, Gavin.
Jade Harley.
Jade Harley?
Right.
I remember
not,
her.
Not Farm Stink.
Not Farm Stink. It's very, very important.
So right, this is you, Hoppy.
I'm aware. I was letting the GIF play and also opening chat.
How many playable, quote-unquote, playable characters are there?
Basically, every single one that I listed to you is one you play as at some point.
A naming sequence for that many?
The amount of people... Yes, it's a ludicrous... Most of Homestuck is a playable cast. Examine room.
Oh, no.
Your name is Jade. You have just woken from a restful nap, and as usual, you have no recollection of having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests. So many, in fact, you have trouble keeping track of them all, even with an assortment of colorful reminders on your fingers to help you sort out everything on your mind. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing on your mind is your deep passion for horticulture. What will you do? S. Jade, play a silly flute refrain.
Loading.
If you hit Z, she falls asleep.
Oh wait, so you were just hitting?
No, that was me. That was me.
Okay.
That's why you can play.
Play.
You can't wake her up.
Good.
Has anyone like played songs using this?
Well, the joke is she can't play the flute.
Yeah, but like the different keys make different noises.
No, all the different keys do different things.
So you could use this to play a song.
There should have been a degree of randomness every time.
Let it be known, I don't like F3. Oh shit, you can hold the button?
Oh god, the set tone. Play the Arceus tune.
Z.
Oh.
Wow, you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play instead, like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear around here all the time, especially to your unending chagrin, any sort of large orange gourd that might be lying around. You consider throwing the flute down in disgust. Jade, capsule log flute. On second thought, it was perfect. It was a perfectly nice flute, and there was no reason to take your frustration out on it. You just need some practice. But before you capture log your flute, you will need to set your fetch modus first.
Oh boy.
Set modus.
This is the best part.
I love the modi.
Memory. Operation. Guess who? Ouija. Battleship. Jenga. Connect 4. Clue. Yahtzee. Monopoly. Pictionary. Boggle. You have a wide variety of fetch modi to choose from. You were really excited when your grandpa bought you this modus set for Christmas. He's a total badass, even if a little strict. You typically opt for the memory modus when it comes to matters of day-to-day practicality. Now, reminder, in the last chapter when Dave was someone was talking to Jade about capsule log shenanigans, she didn't understand, probably because none of hers are data structures. Select memory. You set your modus to memory and capture log the flute. You allot 9 cards to the modus from your deck, since that will be more than enough for your needs at the moment. The modus grabs 9 more cards for matching purposes. The flute is split up on 2 blank cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve the item, you must first pick 1 card and then pick its matching card. For the typical Silodexter, this modus presents a frustrating guessing game and a lot of wasted time on mismatching. But you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing right on the first try. Jade, squeal like a piglet and fertilize some plants. It is an awfully silly idea and is basically a waste of everyone's time. You will predictably disregard this thought and focus on more sensible objectives at once. Oh my god, this is so much fun.
What? Where did the pig come from?
I think that's her squealing. I think that's a visual representation.
What is wrong with what is wrong with this? Why are there 5 billion tabs open?
Well, ignore this one and ignore this one. And then these were ones we had opened.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, I'm going to be reading about half of this act.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
I think this act is the Jade show.
Oh boy.
You capture log the bag of fertilizer. Consult colorful reminders. You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once, and you can be a little forgetful, so you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as reminders. Each one means there is something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds you that there is something important to remember now. It is your friend John's birthday. The green string reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today, though in a way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you have some things to do outside your house soon, but you should stop by your room first for some supplies, and most importantly, to see if John is online and wish him a happy birthday.
I mean, I can understand this sort of thing, because, like, when I'm like, oh, I really need to remember something for, like, later, or when I get home, or, like, or, like, in the morning, and I don't have time to, like, write it down or anything, I'm just like, okay, but let me just, like, let me just, like, move my controller to the wrong side of the table, or like, rotate my phone 180 degrees.
No, yeah,
like,
I mean, it's fair.
I'm
Capture
like,
log the pumpkin growing next to you. You snap up that pumpkin, which seems suitably ripe for the taking. Hopefully the safety of your Silodex will prevent it from being spirited away like so many of its ephemeral predecessors. My friend commented that they have seen Megalovania played on the flute in this.
Hell yeah.
Of course, why wouldn't they?
Exit this room. You make your way to the middle of the garden atrium, where a stairwell joins the 4 atrium wings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory, as well as your bedroom. Capsule log something.
For a second, I thought that was Jade's art sculpture.
Capsule log something. Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it, so you decide to stock up on fresh produce to fill some more cards. You pick a juicy red crab apple. You go pick up a nice-looking key lime. Then a delicious mandarin orange. Those are your favorites.
They all have faces.
And finally, a ripe yellow Eureka lemon.
I'm being phoned. 1 sec.
I think I should get water.
Eureka lemon.
I should maybe get water, considering how much jade there is.
Yeah, go have fun with your
I'll be
water.
back. Eureka lemon.
Eureka lemon.
Is Gavin still going?
No.
What? Well, he ain't talking much.
Yeah.
haven't died in a tornado. A tragedy in full form.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Eureka Lemon.
No, you're already back. Don't fool.
Huh?
Modus fun aside, you feel it is impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. Go upstairs.
Jade is an interesting character.
Jade? I can't talk much about Jade without the context
Spoiling?
of this full comic. I have a lot to say about every single fucker in this entire fucking comic, but I can't talk about any of that. Go upstairs to bedroom. You almost never use the stairs.
No!
Good.
You transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. Jade, ascend. You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room, you're immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests. God, I don't want to do this. Alright, let's go. You're an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. You have a profound zeal for marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphical persuasion. You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy. Your love of gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium, and you are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication. You consider very briefly the question, what will you do? But you quickly realize this is only one half of your room, and is therefore host to only half of your interests to choose from. Explore the other half of your room. Over here are yet more articles of your aforementioned interests, and then some. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for nostalgic television mingle with your assortment of game-hunting firearms. You are a skilled markswoman, though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise. Your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on sharp intuition for consistently and eerily optimal results. Nevertheless, you have still not been able to get that broad, flat gizmo there to work, which is a design you have borrowed from one of your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. You are a great admirer of his, and you are not alone. Your grandfather is a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventurer, big game hunter, billionaire extraordinaire. He has taught you everything you know.
That's a lot of titles.
But in spite of all his lessons, it is still difficult to escape his stern lectures when you are on your way out of the house to run your errands. He spends most of his time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity... The grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma. And today will likely be no exception. Among the errands you have planned is to venture out to find your pet and best friend named Becquerel. This animal must be fed, and he will not be happy if he is not. And if he is not happy, then you will not be happy. But first you should dig out your computer and say hi to John. Now, what will you do? Quickly retrieve firearms from wall. You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There'd be hell to pay if Granddad caught you leaving the house without it. Jade, wonder why the design on your shirt changed. There isn't much to wonder, really. You left the wardrobifier on its randomization setting. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit to that setting in the near future. I believe this was like a vote, like an audience vote.
Ah.
Jade, captcha-log nearest Squiddles doll and hug it. Just before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnets concealed in their underbellies become activated, and two of them get all tangled up with each other playfully.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
You captcha-log the Tangle Buddies.
Why? Just
Jade.
to give... What are the others' names? We've got John and like
John, Rose, and Dave.
Dave. Yeah, those are just gonna give Dave like more aneurysms.
Well, I mean, they're not like Smuppets, so I think he's probably all right with them. Jade, lose interest in fauna and never speak of it again. Oh, but you could never do that. What marvelous creatures they are. What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. How you wish you could know their world, to hear
why
one
is
night
there
those
Sweet
muted
Road
paw
Hella
pads
Jeff with
traipse up your stairs. A Loba-friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the silver seeps from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. A mysterious woven tongue invites, wouldn't these ears suit you? Would not this proud long snout assist you in the hunt? No need to answer. Words slough from the busy mind like a useless dead membrane as a more visceral sapience takes over. Something simpler is in charge now, a force untouched by the concerns and burdens of the upright, that farcical yoke the bipedal toe. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through creepers, unearthing which each bold stomp bright odors, demanding investigation, but not for long, as you and your new friend must claim the night with piercing howls moonward. You eat a weird bug and don't even care. Jade, pick up your toys. Something, something, furry, something, something. Alright, now that I got that over the way, I have much less problems with reading Act 3.
Oh. I didn't even realize I was supposed to be a furry.
I mean, it's a little buried beneath the fucking this.
What? Okay.
She's not technically a furry. She just thinks they're neat. Speaking of which, you pick up and admire one of your Manthro chaps. They are wonderful friends and are always cheerful and pleasant fellows. Why, dear Mr. Coxcomb, however will you be received at the barnyard gallow without the trappings of a proper gentleman? Each Manthro chap comes with a number of accessories, including articles of formal attire, a vaccination kit, and a dishwasher-safe slop-through. Organize all your dolls.
Why a vaccination?
You know, throw.
This is unhinged.
Organize all your dolls. You gather all your dolls into a rather cozy looking pile. Change the wardrobifier setting. You deactivate the wardrobifier's randomization mode and set it to cycle through these 3 shirt designs. The decision was tough, but you think you came to the best possible conclusion. Page 800.
Oh boy, 800
That's
out
like
of
a 10th done.
Yo. We did it.
We're a 10th done page-wise, not word-wise, not at all word-wise, but you know. Lookout window. It is another beautiful day in your neighborhood. It is peaceful and quiet as usual. A rather imposing volcano looms over your house, which has been inactive for centuries. Though dormant on the surface, the volcanic activity deep underground provides your house with a source of geothermal power. You are not sure why your grandfather decided to draw from this source of energy when he had the unlimited power of the atom at his disposal, but it has been this way for as long as you can remember. You've chalked it up to your family's long-standing propensity for eclectic fursuits. Wait, you mean pursuits.
Oh. Oh my.
Jade, retrieve fursuit from magic chest. What is this nonsense about fursuits? You do not own a fursuit, you think anthropomorphic fauna are really cute and enchanting and all, but it has never occurred to you to dress as one. Sure, it's fun to imagine what it would be like to run wild with a pack of wolves or purr and frolic with a litter of kittens, but dressing up as an animal just seems ridiculous. It would still just be a silly girl draped in a raggedy synthetic tufty piece of crap, and seriously, who are you trying to kid with that sort of baloney? Anyway, it's not a magic chest, it's your gadget chest, which you have adapted for storing a number of useful gizmos. It was once your oracle's trunk, a gift from your grandfather, of course, and still contains many silly fortune-telling knickknacks, all of which are completely bogus. Jade, open chest. Among the fortune-telling knickknacks are these items: a crystal ball plus compulsory velvet pillow, a tarot deck, a magic 8-ball, a magic cue ball, and one of your favorite books of all time, Problem Sooth. Among the useful gizmos are...
Is that pronounced tarot?
I think that's what tarot
I thought it was tarot. Maybe I'm stupid.
I don't know. Among the useful gizmos are, of course, your computer, which you keep inside a fun lunchbox for easy transport, and a couple of gizmos you keep handy so you don't always have to make the long trip to the kitchen. There
No,
is a
you're right. You're right. It's taro.
there is a cookalizer for preparing delicious meals, and a refrigerator, a name which clearly is a wacky variation of the much more common household item, the refrigifier. Refrigifier. Refrigerifier.
Refrigerifier.
Oh my.
Have you considered the refrigerifier, Kevin?
No, I've not.
Well, examine the magic 8-ball and magic cue ball. These things are stupid and useless. When the magic 8-ball isn't being frustratingly ambiguous, its forecast is always wrong. You've tested it numerous times with certain facts you know to be true. This is the reply when you ask if it's your friend John's birthday today. See? Stupid! Yes, maybe it could be used as a reverse prediction device and always trust the opposite of what it says, but that seems dumb to you. And anyway, the thing gives you a bad vibe. You might consider smashing it, but you're a little superstitious about whatever ominous consequences that might have, even if the occult talisman in question is a cheap piece of garbage. The magic cue ball, on the other hand, is said to make predictions with alarming precision and specificity. Unfortunately, it lacks a portal on its surface that allows you to view the prediction. You put both of these pieces of junk back in the box.
Good.
Captcha log refrigerator. You take the refrigerator. You might as well grab the cookalizer too. No portable kitchen is complete without it. You take your lunch top too, because obviously you're going to be using that pretty soon. Whoops, there goes your flute. But who cares?
Oh no!
Jade, feed your friend. Before you go out to feed Beck, you'll need to prepare a meal for him. You clear some space on your work table so you can set up your refrigerator and cookalizer. Just for fun, Jade allows you to take a stab at matching the cards to use the gizmos. It doesn't present much of a challenge for her, so she figures she might as well step aside while providing a few generous hints. No, warmer, cooler, cold, warmer, no, cold, ice cold, warmer. I can't actually. You've selected the key lime. Way to go. Try again. Hot, wait, no, cold, really cold. Frozen fucking tundra. Take another crack at this. Congratulations! You advance your matching skill to the new level Yukon Hero, Legacy of the Frostbite Amputee. Jade is beginning to regret breaking the fourth wall for this ill-advised escapade.
Well, I mean, she did just kind of capsulog an entire, like,
Garden.
fruit market.
Okay, one more time. If it were known in advance how terrible you were going to be at this matching game, the author may have given second thought to preparing this cool interactive Flash application. Look at all these fruits on the loose. Good luck trying to settle them down. I assume this was an interactive thing.
At one point.
Back in the day.
Ooh, SketchUp.
2017.
How dare you?
ROM Manager. 2022.
You just deploy the gadgets yourself. Jade, stick fruits in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. These fruits are unlikely to become less impudent anytime soon, regardless of where they're stored, but you stick them in anyway.
Why are the fruits alive?
Take a look at the refrigerator's rotary interface. You wonder what he's in the mood for today. Press the steak button. Okay, well, it's a rotary dial, so there are no buttons to press, but whatever, that doesn't really matter. You dial up a thick T-bone steak, which you are sure Becquerel is in the mood for because he's in the mood for steak every day and is never in the mood for anything else. But he does like his steak well cooked.
I don't think Batgirl is a squirrel.
Jade, lightly irradiate steak. He does prefer his steak rare, after all. But you will not dignify the thought of turning the knob much further because you're not... You capsulog the irradiated steak and save it for your trip outside. You probably shouldn't waste much more time. You wouldn't want all those nice depleted steak isotopes to settle down. Jade, examine the atomic base by your bed. You wouldn't exactly call it an atomic bass, but it is heavily customized to accommodate a high level of musical virtuosity, the perfect instrument for the eclectically spirited. You've tuned the strings way down, of course, because your stumpy arms can't reach the low notes. You switch your eclectic bass to its advanced setting, but you promptly switch it back since obviously it's too complicated to play it in person like this. The default setting is your preferred mode for casual jamming, and since you can't possibly waste enough time playing music, casually jam is exactly what you're gonna do. Play a hauntingly relaxing bass line.
Interesting abode. So is Jade many years in the future?
Well, Jade's at the Frog Temple, is where Jade's at. Before it was dry.
What?
The Frog Temple.
We saw WV.
Is that...
We saw WV land here in the future.
Okay, it's not that far in the future.
Jade, capture log base. You take the portable amp from the wall socket too. Open lunch top. You like to make yourself comfy in your plushy pile before getting down to business with your computer. Get down to business.
Business. Oh.
You've seen this, April. What are you owing about?
Hey, it was like years ago.
Fair.
Activate Pester Chum. Hey, look, John's online. Hooray. Also looks like Dave pestered you about something yesterday, but you missed it. Pester John. You greet John, but he does not respond. He is undoubtedly gallivanting around his house in a state of barely restrained birthday mirth. He may also be retrieving the 2 packages and the 2 envelopes which you are certain came in the mail for him earlier. You will wait a little while and see if he returns before you head out. See if Dave left you a sweet new rap. It does not appear so, but you just never know with that crazy and cool guy. So cool. Hey, oh, you're asleep again, aren't you? Or do you even know if you are? I still don't know it. I still don't know how that works. Oh, here we go. Hey, oh, you're asleep again, aren't you? Or do you even know or do you even know if you are? I still don't know how that works. It's like nothing means anything. It's so cool getting hella chumped by your coquettish damn riddles all the time. I don't know why I believe anything you say. I'm like the Grand Marshal of gross chumpage, waving around my assistant director of chumpography, celebrated author Ernest Chumpingway. Wait. Chumpelstiltskin. Chumpel dipshit? Yeah, you're asleep? Yes, no. ASL, S equals species, baboon, kangaroo rat. If kangaroo rat, yiff twice, please. Okay, well, you're not saying anything. So I guess whether you're non-awake or unasleep or whatever, you're just not around and I'm wasting good material. Even worse, I'm wasting a killer persona here. Like, I don't even know. Like a wide open V-shaped leotard and a fuck ton of body paint. Some like sign way back Archon Cirque du Soleil looking motherfucker.
Sinui.
Sign? I don't know what that fucking word is.
Sinu.
It's like Sinu, but
Sinui.
Sinui. Always low to the ground getting a good prowl on, like I dropped my keys in the dark, nimblest son of a bitch who had the gumption to glue a nasty pair of latex cat lips to his face, for a reason that wasn't a joke. Jade, hey, where are you? Seriously, I'm sitting here tonight with a fucking bag of cable jacked open on my lap and primed for a goddamn bear, and you're gone. By the way, my name is Aqueet Permask, hardest buttock in the jungle, tempted steel. Hey, yeah, just wanted to give you this remix I finished here. Explore remix.mp3. So yeah, you don't have to respond to any of that, by the way. I'll probably forget half the shit I said anyway. Talk to you tomorrow.
What was that?
That was Turn Tech Godhead.
Sometimes I am impressed with my ability to read what Dave says.
Dave is... I don't want to say the worst character, but he's definitely the most...
He's the most.
You're right, you don't want to say that because he's the best one.
The most unpredictable.
Open fresh jams. I think these are, that's the John Strife and this is the Will Strife. Oh god, what? point is it's music.
Mm.
Open Echidna and go to mspaintadventures.com. You open your web browser and visit MSPA. You navigate to a random page in the middle of the latest epic. Looks like he was just finishing up some sort of weird tangential intermission here. Whatever it was, it clearly advanced the plot in no relevant way whatsoever.
Intermission.
End intermission. Midnight Crew, Act 1031.
This just becomes a completely different comic.
Yes. Actually, I'm not sure if it happens yet.
Don't worry about it.
I like how they all have different amounts of fingers.
You've killed a little time, but still no sign of John. Hester Dave.
Is Midnight Crew just a thing on MS Paint Adventures?
No.
No. Okay. It's just something Homestuck invented.
It's a thing Homestuck claims is on MS Paint Adventures. Homestuck
Okay.
being on MS Paint Adventures. Hold on.
Is Homes...
Even if it was a real thing on MS Paint Adventures, it certainly wouldn't have 1,031 acts.
Oh wait. Oh, why?
Hi, Dave! Man, I knew that this was gonna be the me talking act. Hi, Dave! Hey, sup? Not much up. Oh, actually, we did this. We did this last time. Yeah, we did this last time.
Yes, we
Anyway,
did.
this ended with, Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It's usually intense. Well, yeah, he's in always with family, but he sounds like a total badass. Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, we gotta go. See ya.
Oh,
Dave,
right.
Strife.
Dave and John were about to get epic battles for the lives, and Rose was just like burning to death.
Rose was gonna get hit by a fucking wildfire. Don't worry about it. Dave, Strife.
No.
Ah. So many options.
So it's going well with him. Rose is
What
all
were
mine.
all those? I want you to go back so I can see all those options. I'll take a screenshot.
I think it's all the ones
Abuse?
it's all the ones we've seen.
No, we haven't seen some of those.
Have we not? Oh, actually no. I think no, abuse, accuse, assail, and assault are new.
Yes, they are. Abuse, accuse, assail, and assault.
And judging by the colors, assail and assault are for Dave, and I guess abuse and accuse are for Bro. Which I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, actually, wait, no, I forgot. My friend asked if it loops because they thought it had an ending. It does have an ending. That was the ending, but I forgot that it does something. So hold on. I'm letting this play again.
Oh,
That
boy.
was the ending because it had the arrow of the replay button down here. But I forgot that if you wait long enough, it does something.
Oh boy. So the strife commands are color coded.
Yeah, I mean they look at the blue ones were what John did, and the pink ones were what Rose did.
There were no pink ones with that one though. I guess green is global.
Yeah, I don't know. Rose is online. Pester Rose.
Oh boy, it's my turn.
We did this.
Oh, did we?
Cause
Did we?
this is when
Oh, yeah.
because Jade's Rose inquires about the freakily accurate predictions, and then Jade makes freakily accurate predictions. Dave is cool. Come around. Yeah, we've done this.
I don't know if we did read this.
No, we
I
definitely did not.
I know for a fact we did, but we can do it again.
I know for a fact we never did.
I literally can pull up the page.
Pull
Okay,
it
do
up
it.
then.
I don't care enough because then I have to sort
Look.
through them. Your Rose, go at it!
Oh yes, right. I require a font of frighteningly accurate yet infuriatingly specific information. Do you know where I can find a wellspring of this sort?
Hi, yes, okay, but we can't talk for long.
You have plans?
Well, yes, I do, but it's just that you will lose your internet connection soon, and we won't talk again for a pretty long time, not until you enter.
Enter?
Yeah!
This is what I was talking about. This was the itch that needed scratching. My averse for the inscrutable. It is limitless.
What do you want to know?
You've been insisting today was the big day. We would all play a game you didn't know the name of. A game you said I'd get in the mail. You did. One that would help me answer some questions. But Strider
Actually, no,
is
we might have
being...
not done this. You're right.
Yeah, we didn't.
I have an awkward memory of this one. That's because I've read this.
You've read everything. But Strider is being obtuse. I can't catch John at his computer, and I don't even have the game. Or you don't have the game yourself. And on top of all that, my internet is unstable. So are you sure today is the day?
There sure are a lot of challenges, but yes, I'm sure Dave is cool. You know, he'll come around with the timers, right? He just has a lot of work to do first, and so do you. You'll need to keep searching for a stable signal and power source, and it'll be hard, but don't give up. And don't worry about me either. Focus on playing with John first. It all starts with you two.
Is there nothing else you can say to prepare me for this? I'm sure you think little of blithely upsetting dark forces with Grandpa Moro over there on Hell Murder Island. Hell Murder Island.
I don't think that's the actual name of it.
But honestly, I've only read a few books on it.
Dark, that's ridiculous. I don't really know what to tell you other than it's not going to be what you think it is. And most importantly, you'll have your questions answered, but they'll be the ones you haven't thought to ask yet. Just be patient and be brave. You'll see. And it'll be fun. Oh, it looks like you've got to go. Take care, Rose. Jade, be the other girl.
You are now the other girl several hours in the future. It appears a secret passage in the mausoleum has been opened. It's getting awfully toasty in here. You gather up your belongings, including your dead cat. Rose, descend.
Jade, stop being the other girl and pester John again. You spent enough time for now concerning yourself with the future of your friends. John will not be available until later. By then, he will have his hands full, as will you. You pack up your lunch top and get ready to take care of some business downstairs. Jade,
Oh, because it's a
descend.
laptop.
Yeah.
I'm slow, okay?
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Homestuck's confusing. Jade, descend. Try as you might, you can't stop your mind from drifting to the fate of your friends. You dwell on a particular configuration of reminders on your finger. Strike! Well,
Fine.
Dave was doing great, so I'm sure John's also fine.
Sassacre.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Fatality! was hoping for an epic boss fight.
You can see the health vial stupidity with the gel. Also, this loops infinitely. Also in the future,
Is this just a new character?
no, which one is it? Ooh, I went to the real website. Wait, which one? I don't know which one. This is PM. I don't think anyone's voiced PM yet, but it doesn't matter. Under bare white branches, a century wakens.
Well, it should be me or April.
Well, no, I know, but like, no,
Hmm.
she hasn't spoken yet. Don't worry about it. I'm already WV, so I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not taking another character for a long time.
Yeah.
Especially because I have ones I'm laying claim to
Okay.
in the future.
Let's see. I'm Nana Sprite and Rose. April is John and
Sean.
I'm John. I should take another character. Next week time we need someone to take a character.
Yeah. Don't worry about it yet. Oh boy, walkthrough. But this isn't Rose's walkthrough. This is someone else just like. Oh, actually, yeah. I think this is John. Yeah, this is John adding to Rose's walkthrough.
Okay.
oh,
So John put the captcha log nonsense. What is this? Oh. Cool.
oh. How did John have time to figure out all of that?
Well, I assume that was before. I assume that was when he was made when he made
This is
stuff.
years in the future. This is years in the future.
That's sure.
Oh.
You're
what?
up, Kevin.
I mean, we're years in the future?
No, we're not. We were years in the future for one panel.
What?
Also in the future, but years, not hours. This happened. Back in hours, not years. This is in the future, but hours.
That's meaningless.
Oh,
That's
my friend apparently commented that the joke here is that in the first game facts, which we didn't read, Rose commented that she's not going to waste time on ASCII art. And then John did.
Oh. I remember that.
You enter the lab.
Look for mad scientists. There are no scientists to be found, mad or otherwise, or anyone else for that matter. This lab appears to be deserted. There is a kiosk, though. Yo, it's a kiosk. It looks like the kiosk monitors the lab's hub grid.
Jake time, transportalize as far down as you go. This is as far down as you can go. The grand foyer is still a few floors down, but the transportalizer on that level is blocked by one of Grandpa's impressive big game trophies. And you just don't think he would cotton to someone moving it. Speaking of which, there are some of his trophies now. He has 1 million of these ghastly things. You really dislike them. Proceed. You hop down a level. Granddad also likes to accumulate valiant knights from his travels. These are pretty cool, you guess. Keep going. Oh yeah, how could you forget about his stash of decrepit mummies? God, you hate these things. Don't stop. This is your grandfather's collection of what he refers to as his beauties. No lovely lady will be fit for his collection unless her portrait has spent at least 20 years bleaching in the front window of a beauty parlor, a sort of establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tombs. You guess they were sort of like your sisters while growing up, and you were always encouraged to look up to them. They were all awfully pretty ladies, you suppose, but it was always hard to get as excited about them as Grandpa. Jade, study hard and keep your rifle at the ready. When adventure summons, I know you'll rise to the task and take your righteous place among the daughters of Eclectica. That old coot sure is a bag of wind.
This is messed up.
Complete your descent. You reach the ground level. This is the stupid thing blocking the transportalizer. It is unspeakably hideous. Down the southeast hall is the grand foyer. You'll have to cross through it to leave the house. Looks like someone's pestering you, even though you thought you logged off. Jade, answer. Who's CG? This is incredibly important. I didn't know that this happened now. Who wants arguably the most lines in the comic?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
God.
Really? Really?
I don't know if I can do this voice justice.
Then
Well,
I'll do it then. Or-
I figure. You know what, April? That's agreeable. Cavan, have at it.
Okay, what kind of voice should I do?
Angry.
Angry.
Whatever that means to you.
Idiot.
Oh no!
So I guess today is the finally you. Oh wait, this guy's vulgar.
Immensely.
Oh, okay, that's a good reason for me taking it, maybe.
Okay, April, you do it. I'm
Oh,
I'm
God.
not taking this. I have my own
God.
set.
How do I... God, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So April's got John and CG. So
You know,
April
that's-
How do I
should
do
not
an
do any
angry?
voice.
I don't know how to do an angry
I mean,
voice.
you don't have to do an angry voice.
No, I have to do an angry voice.
Honestly, when I
This is
read this
important.
with my friend, I actually just read these lines normally.
Just
because
like open-
frankly, doing the strong bad voice got tiring.
make your mouth very wide and frown.
And
Stick
frown.
stick your teeth out and put like your tongue slightly beneath your teeth.
Okay, got it. Hi again, idiot.
Oh, no.
Wait a second.
So I guess it's finally the day you fuck everything up.
I think just speak into the mic is good.
Nothing I can do to change your mind.
You can leave me alone. How can you even be talking to me after I blocked you and after I logged out?
You don't get that I am better and serving you in every way forever. You don't get that because you are incredibly stupid.
I get that you're a jerk and you should shut up. Goodbye, you jerk. Blocked CG. I did not realize he showed up this early.
So is he just like Jade's older brother?
Carcinogeneticist.
We'll get to it, Kevin.
Well,
We'll get to it.
I'd like to. Carcinogeneticist began trolling Garden Gnostic,
Good.
not pestering. Look, Kevin. this is
Rose,
you.
look at that kiosk. Oh, looks like a mapping of each hub's index. It appears one of the hubs was recently unlocked. Go to the center and do a goofy dance. At the center, you find a stage that looks perfect for supporting a spectacularly dance. Or would if you standing on it didn't make you a little nervous. Oh, it's fun.
Rufon said nice PU grid. Or OMG PU grid.
And also, if that didn't sound like a bad idea given the circumstances, it looks sort of like various contraptions you've been deploying in John's house. You wonder what it does. Attempt to plug laptop into nearby hub. Oh no! Great, you just vaporized your dead cat. Oh well, ashes you guess. There's gotta be a better way to deal with this lousy tree. Examine fetch modus.
Yeah, turn on collisions, because that's a thing.
Looks like you can choose between picking leaves
Holy
or-
shit! Why the fuck would you have it on route?
between picking leaves or awkwardly uprooting the whole tree, as you can do. Select the leaf. You also turn off auto balance, since its consequences can be a little mystifying sometimes.
Why would you not? Fuck it, I don't care.
Oh my. You gather up all the items again and then order that places your laptop in a conveniently accessible leaf. You're not sure why you didn't do this a lot sooner. Kind of funny looking tree now, but your concern for structural elegance is at an all-time low.
Do you think that this was in response to many people questioning why the fuck the tree modus is so inefficient, considering binary trees are an incredibly efficient structure? If you use them how they're supposed to be used, which isn't uprooting the root every time.
Find the unlocked hub. As long as you're going to plug in your computer, you might as well find that hub. Here it is. Hub is in Labo 413. It is unlocked, and thus removable from the grid.
Holy
You
shit,
suspect-
that's the funny number.
What?
Oh yeah, it is a funny number.
413.
Oh, you're right. It is the funny number. You suspect this was the same beacon transmitting the uncensored signal you were using earlier. You pick up the laptop leaf from the tree. You plug your laptop into the hub, and then capture log the hub, and then the laptop. Okay.
Sure.
There must be a better place around here to set up your computer. This huge grid of electronics is sort of uninviting. Look around. Hey, what's that? It's another one of those ominous countdowns. You didn't notice it when you first entered the lab about a minute ago. Looks like this one may have been ticking for years.
Look,
Whatever
it's
tick-
413, but backwards.
True.
It's actually just pi.
True.
Whatever it's ticking down to, there isn't much time. You can only hope that when you turn on your computer again, there will be a connection invitation from one Mr. Strider. Again, in the future.
Another
So
time. Another timer winds down sideways. This is just. This isn't anyone's narration. This is just. This is lore about the future.
Oh,
Oh boy, it's more PM.
Prime Minister. What? This is some good lore that we're getting.
Yeah,
There's WV.
yeah. Oh, there is WV.
Actually, no. This is. No, I think this is PM. This is PM moving westward. Dave, abscond.
It keeps.
Abscond.
Yeah.
A little bit higher energy than the other ones.
Ah. Oh.
I warned you about stairs, bro! I told you, dog! This loops infinitely. It keeps happening!
What does? You don't have time to humor every random thought that pops into your head. The clock is ticking. Look around for anything else of importance. This looks like something of importance.
Yeah?
It appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring the great number of SPURB sessions in the northeastern United States and parts of Canada. Upon further investigation, you draw some logical conclusions. It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It seems each session corresponds with a meteor. Not all meteors have. Wait, what? But not all meteors have sessions.
Ah,
The color-
squares.
The color of the dots seem to indicate the status of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow dots are imminent collisions. Green will impact later, and blue will take the longest to touch down. You use the panel to center you on your present location and zoom in. Suddenly, the surrounding labs are, of course, the hundreds of meters of smaller meteors that have been raining down steadily throughout the evening. Most of those meteorites will have either landed already or will shortly. Centered over the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. You can't say how precisely imminent, but you could certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southwest of the lab, conspicuously centered near the section of the health, is an even larger looming collision, though this one appears to be slightly less imminent. The terminal looks like it can monitor any meteor or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. You zoom way out and narrow the search based on size. The two at the top of the list appear to be the biggest by far. You examine only their coordinates. The second biggest is centered over U.S. City. The biggest by landslide is, luckily for the Earth you suppose, way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Rose, turn on your laptop and check on John.
That seems vaguely Texas and just somewhere in the Pacific Ocean.
Rip the Pacific and rip Dave.
Hawaii looks like it's just barely safe. Is that Hawaii?
Some of Hawaii is fucked.
I mean, the entirety of Hawaii is screwed because of tsunamis.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing we don't care about any random people who live in the ocean.
Do we?
Do we?
If they live in the ocean, then they're fine. It's them not living in the...
Well, if they live on an island in the ocean...
Yeah, then they're not in the ocean, and they're completely ruined. You plug the laptop into the hub again and turn it on. It is now powered and connected to the wireless signal the hub is broadcasting. Your Spurb session reconnects. Oh. No sign of John here. You wonder why the house is shaking. Last time you saw him was on one of the roof platforms. You'll have to navigate via the Spurb interface to find him. Ascend.
Back to this shit.
Banana spray coming in clutch.
Yay!
Oh, unceremoniously crushed they just got. That was a pretty good sequence. There's gray matter. There's black matter.
What's the black oil?
We'll find
And
out.
gray.
We'll find out
Oh, boy.
if we...
Oh, right. I'm supposed to read this. High five, Nana Quinn.
Good work, John.
Oh, hey, you're back.
For now, looks like I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another large meteor you're headed for. My present location.
Oh, so you mean Dave connected with you?
Yeah, I'll explain later, but I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to your location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player, as well as a strange coincidence.
Okay. I don't really think I get it. Is this relevant?
Probably not at the moment, and certainly not to you. I have to go.
Okay, later.
P.S. Try not to waste too much of that grist while I'm gone.
Climb that ladder.
Echolader.
Echolader.
Boy Skylar.
You rocket off the ladder to the dizzying heights of the vaunted box Boy Skylark rung. Your new feather is hard-earned and well-deserved, and alarmingly fashionable. Collect fat loops. You and your ceramic pork hollow rejoice in the mound of wealth you lit from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You are still not sure what all these boondollars can actually get you. But when pulling in such insane loot hand over fist like this, who cares? Not you. Pick up as much grist as you can hold. Your expanded cache limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up 2,260 pieces of build grist, 1,040 pieces of shale, 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury.
It was mercury! Mercury meltdown!
Thanks.
You can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be just barely insufficient to produce. Oh god, there's grist littered down there too. Those stupid ogres were like huge grist pinatas. Pinatas. Out of those big, sour grape electric Holocaust fruit gushers is jammed in the hole in the platform. You guess there's only one way to get it.
John, don't forget your book. It's your birthright.
Nana's
You
red
ought-
voice changes every time.
You ought to give it a read when you have a moment, particularly the first several pages. I think this is the same Nana Sprite voice.
No, it's the same as the first time, slightly, but don't worry about it.
It was more deranged than this for a while.
No, it was more deadpan for a while. Don't worry, Kevin, you're doing great.
Okay, Nana, I will. Hey,
Yeah.
Nana?
Yes, dear.
Since I'm trying to get up to that gate, and since you can sort of conjure floating beds and throw me around and all, couldn't you just throw me up to the gate?
Yes, of course, John. But that would not serve your purpose well. That is a very good reason why you should build up to it and then keep building.
Oh, okay, I guess that's what I figured. So just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is with a clear explanation, you can give me a series of really coy riddles about it and then sort of giggle?
John, you are a very fresh young man. Your father has done such a wonderful job raising you. I am so proud of you both.
I guess.
When you pass through the first gate, everything will change. You will find the place where the constellations dance beneath the clouds. And then your true work may begin. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
I suddenly understand everything.
Her laugh
Elsewhere
definitely
we
changed.
find a place. I don't know what this is. Oh,
Oh, it's the Purple Land.
Kevin, this is you.
Oh,
You don't
New
know this,
voice?
but this is you don't know. No, this is narration, but you don't know this, but this is you. You've accidentally set yourself up for this.
okay. Where a kingdom lies entrenched beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness. Oh no,
It's not him.
no, it's Nana Sprite 1.0. I don't know.
No, don't. I mean, I assume that this is this. Here we go.
Graveyard stuff. What?
Now, technically, so okay. Oh, you're now the Peregrine Mendicant. So I don't know who's taking PM, but that's you.
I should.
Then take PM.
Okay, sure.
You are flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? PM. Check mail. The Peregrine Mendicant. This message to Dr. Brenner looks pretty serious. Never! The mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You have made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor. Just as soon as you determine where this address is, or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland, for that matter, the mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of Wait, hold that thought for one moment. The mail is the one hope for resurrecting a dead planet from the ashes. The letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of the light of knowledge, free communication, and the exchange of ideas. They hold the bold toters of all those little papery conduits of freedom. The white postmark angels that whisper a message on their deliverance, a promise of the earning. There is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, and creation, perfection. Mail!
True.
He's having keyboard and screen. It's the terminal you used to activate. I need to calm down.
No,
No, you're
you
good.
The station's homing mechanism looks like it has now returned control to you. The default viewport displays commands previously entered, including your last and only command. Home. Type. View. You type another one of the previously entered commands. It switches to the view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There is a heavy amount of video interference of some sort. The girl seems familiar to you. Greetings. Don't I know you? What the heck?
Work that better for WV.
Rose, refuse to acknowledge the absurd tea set. You successfully disregard the tea set because it's stupid and shouldn't be in a place like this. You probe further into the When was there a tea set?
Just now.
Good. Looks like a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd. No time for messing around in here, though. Wear the scarf. Be the writer. Or maybe you'll do a little messing around. You are only human after all. What's that? You were accosted by a friendly mutant kitty.
Resist great urge to take the wedged shale. You know you should grab this thing, but you are suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room. With all the scampering around, it almost slipped your mind how much you hated his hideous clowns. No use putting it off any longer. There's only one thing left to do. Give me a D.
D.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me a C.
C.
Jump down.
Plus 50. Jade! Scamper into the grand foyer with wild abandon. Last scamper! You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh, look, it was one of his dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddad. You like to travel around the world, going on adventures and stuff. Lousy goddamn stupid globes. Arm yourself. Grandpa will surely have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need, another one of his blustering mustachioed diatribes. You are rolling your eyes in advance, getting them warmed up. But ideally, you can evade them altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door, and you'll be scot-free. Examine those chaps on the sofa. These are the Manor's 4 distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It's all very mannerly and civilized. You know exactly what's going to happen if you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to light up and your grandpa's silhouette's going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He's so predictable. And there he goes. The old man has the flame!
Why are we suddenly Sweet Row and Hello Jeffing?
Because of the man has the ball! I don't know if we've read the basketball one, but it's the basketball one. You suppose you could still manage to sneak by the crafty old man if you're fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Encounters with him are usually intense. Leap dramatically across the divide. Whoops. Yes, an encounter with him is almost certain now, but most likely not for a while. Time to go see what someone else is up to. Let's say Dave. Oh, snap! Preload or psych out! Strife?
That's just a fluke.
Pew, 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 pew. Pachoo, pachoo. I don't know.
Where did that go?
We're strifing Kevin.
Until you press Z.
Oh, can we? I'll check that. My friend said that that they think we can link to the Sweep Road comic from the reference, which I'll do after we strife. Z. She can get up from this one though, and do this.
What?
I think we've had enough. Yes, I'm going out with this gun. No, I will not get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. Oh, that's preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I'll be fine. There's a perfectly deadly gun and it shoots lots of incredibly deadly bullets. Oh, will you just stop it? I'm going now. Goodbye. Heart. Jade, abscond. He was so much easier to deal with when he was alive.
Ow!
Yes, that's correct. Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports. Dog, I am so jealous. You know I love the big game. Oh yeah, and there he goes. The big man has the rock. He's driving so hard through the paint downtown. Alley loop for the slam dunk. Oh!
Those are some ads.
Those aren't ads. That was Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Oh, does she? Hold on, I've been given a potential info about about the Strife lore. I don't believe that's correct. It's buttons. I don't think.
No, what?
Nothing. My friend just said something. She follows the mouse when you aren't hitting something. That's why she sprints left. No, that's just one of the moves. Anyway, he was so much more easier to deal with when he was alive.
Blah blah.
PM miraculously survive. Peer out, explosion hole.
Good doggy.
The absurd kitchen. You fail miserably. Oh look, there's some more mad science crap over here. Insert coin. The weird arcade gizmo adapted to the setup obviously doesn't take coins anymore, assuming it ever did. Besides, you left all your coins on the fridge, remember? Let's play a game. This doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be an aperifier. Oh boy, it's an aperifier! Screw around with the aperifier.
Rose, screw around with the aperifier.
I said that!
Hoppy Bird.
Hoppy Bird has...
is distracted.
I've read Homestuck. April's read up to the beginning of Act 4. Kevin has read jack shit. Kevin.
Ah, yes. You mess around with the adult. Hey, Jaspers is alive. Or at least he was in the past. According to this timestamp, this was almost 9 years ago. You tried to move the crosshairs with the joystick, but it seems to be permanently locked on to a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you clearly don't have time to horse around much with this thing. You zoom out. Looks like you and Jaspers were having one of your sessions. Oh. You weren't making a lot of progress, though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristically recalcitrant. Recalcitrant? You possibly jotted this phrase down in your pad. It's hard to remember, though. Wait. Could this be that day? Rose Costa. Oh, no. Does it begin? You attempt to purify Jasper. This would surely cause a time paradox, because you can plainly see that he has not told you his secret yet. But it seems that this machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible purification practices.
WV's machine just made sludge if you paradoxed. Oh no, it's still good.
The paradox ghost imprint of Jasper's purifies instead, and quickly settles into a mound of sludge. This is Steins Gate!
No.
Why is the sludge going into the easy bake oven?
Why wouldn't it? Minecraft a dropper. Hopper.
The mechanism
whatever.
beside it sucks up the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. It seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge possesses is being evaluated by the device.
That sure is DNA.
The device generates A fetal paradox clone of Jasper's. The wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations, though. The good news is that it will be mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. This is also the bad news. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have been making unsuccessful attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology. So is that what the cat that is here now is?
Assumedly.
I guess. Have a flashback, Rose. There's no need for a flashback. Conveniently, you can watch what happened here right on the monitor. You roll the clock forward a few seconds. Jaspers reveals a stunning secret to you in strict confidence. Before you can ask him to clarify, he vanished into thin air. You now believe you understand why. However, you do not want to purify him from this moment. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple weeks after he vanished, his body washed up along the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one just before the absurd funeral service she insisted upon. Trace Jasper's whereabouts on the machine. Static.
Sorry. I was...
Oh shit. You roll the clock forward to a week after he vanished. It seems there is no accessible feed tracing his whereabouts during that time frame. You fast forward another week. There he is, just as you found him. Fast forward to now.
Oh,
Fast
Jaspers.
Fast forward to now. It's that easy.
Mutant cat spider.
I mean, I know vaguely how ectobiology works in terms of Homestuck 4.
What the heck even is ectobiology?
This!
What is this?
We'll learn eventually.
I
I guess. Right now, we're fast forwarding to now.
Picture here fast. I guess.
Pat.
This is a haunting refrain.
Oh, it's a chorale for Jaspers. So we can move on, we can repeat, or we can S-ride.
S-ride.
What?
S-ride.
What?
Important.
What?
Important.
What?
Important.
What the heck? Where did this come from?
S-ride.
Homestuck/pony.
Yeah.
Is this canon?
No. S-ride.
I thought everything was canon.
I mean, everything is canon. In some way. It was hidden. It was hidden in Corral for Jaspers. You can only S-ride if you find it. A beautiful pony. Hi.
Yeah, that sure was S-ride.
It's Jasper's. He's alive. Okay, well, he's still dead. But his body's intact. Turns out it wasn't some kind of disintegrificator like you thought. It's more like an escapulator.
Escapalizer, actually.
Good thing you got all this sorted out. You only have 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat and Amscray. Rose, stop fooling around and transportalize out of there.
Pretty decent escapalization. Locate and feed the devil beast you call a pet. Good luck finding him. If he wants to be found, he'll find you. Becquerel has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. He's completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. It used to freak you out a little, but you have long since grown accustomed to it. Huh? No, it was nothing. Nothing at all. Moving right along. Retrieve the package you expected to arrive. The birthday package you were expecting from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there past the crumbling monument, a satellite of the great mystic ruins at the center of the crater lagoon.
Triple somersault into room, etc. Stick the landing. Okay, you do that. You're now in your dad's room. Where are all the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase beside you. It probably contains all sorts of clues, or at least various forms and paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. Snoop. Oh yeah, here come the secrets. Get ready for some major Wait a minute, these are just boring business documents and spreadsheets. What the hell is going on here? Examine your dad's room.
There's a lot more flashes after Act 2.
A lot more.
Calm down, it'll be alright. So all those years, while you believed he was out busking up the corners with hilarious antics, he was working as an ordinary businessman all along. He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son.
Dad was.
Maybe he was too embarrassed to tell you the truth? Or maybe it was just that you'd never bothered to ask? I guess you always just assumed.
Anyway, this is Kevin, technically.
The human prisoner has broken out of his jail cell yet again. Attempts to block the cell door with heavy objects have proven
Reminder, he can lift safes. He expected John to be able to do the same.
Wait. Next. You're going to need... I think I'm going to need a bigger flowchart.
Now, I'm going to be technical. With this guy, this is similar to... With this guy, technically the narration is like an inner monologue. So if you're gonna do a voice for him, you do the voice here.
Oh.
An odd quirk about him.
Who is this? Why is Kevin voicing him? Why is this established?
There's by an incredibly I cannot.
Oh, okay.
Should I come up with a new voice? Is what you're saying?
I mean, you haven't given him a voice before.
You're gonna need a bigger safe.
That works.
Who's this guy?
Spade
Slick.
Technically, this is me because of a future thing I'm going to stake claim to. I don't want to talk. The rules we've set up with our narration have led to me being forced to be some characters. I don't want to talk about it.
What?
This is Kevin.
What? What? You're... Wait, so
I was the one who typed this. Kevin, you're up.
Okay. Spade Slick. Got a nice ring to it, but you know your own name, and that damn well ain't your name. Oh, really? Take another stab at it.
Okay. State name and rank.
Yes. You are Archie. Oh, this is Jack Noir.
Well, was Kevin established as voicing Jack Noir? I don't remember this.
April, you don't know why.
Oh, okay.
You are Archagent Jack Noir. You oversee various affairs of a dark kingdom. Presently, you're determining how to deal with this prisoner. It's slowly degenerating already.
You can do like a mobster voice if you'd rather.
I'm trying. There's been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdom through a
This is
series
just
of
narration. Do you need to do the voice for this?
He never speaks. He only internal monologues. This is the voice.
Okay.
Through a series
Okay.
of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, nearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance, which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, much of your argument said, your 4th wall was stolen some time ago.
If you don't want to do narration, like a voice for the narration, that's fine.
I'm fine.
He will not speak a normal voice. Like he does not have a text box. He speaks in the narration.
This is fine. Oh, so he does. I don't know.
Just do whatever. I don't
This
care what
frivolous
the rules are.
headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace than coax it into this monstrosity's loathsome, colorful maw. It's bad enough that your exalted ruler ordered someone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment this troublesome human with the pipe in his child showed up. You drew the line of the hat. Call a minion. You order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. It's like half mobster, half southern, half not either of those things.
Sure, Kevin. Sure.
What?
Nothing?
Your transmission is intercepted. Seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. Fine. You begrudgingly
That was
don a
Scottish.
comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise, and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. Throw down hat in disgust. Vibrate! You fully intend once your superior stop breathing down your neck for a moment. Wait, what now? So John's father can...
John's father is
Worked out.
busted.
Your blood is boiling so hot you could cook an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll have to go and handle this yourself.
Investigate room for anything Dad may have left behind.
Carapace? Oh my.
It seems there are some unopened birthday presents, which Dad didn't get around to giving you yet. Present time, open a present, see what's inside. The one on the right seems promising. You open it to see what's inside, and oh god, yes. Obtain 33
Sweet
to 0.
loot.
You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the 33 loot. In addition to the modus control deck, you got a bonus array fetch modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point, but hey, you'll
Holy
take them.
shit, array? That's busted.
First thing you do is flush the extra cards into your deck. Okay, really, this is just way too many cards. Equip Array Fetch modus.
John will never run out of inventory space.
The Array modus allows you to store and retrieve any item, any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring.
That is busted!
Read instructions for control deck. There's nothing to read, really. You just pop some modus cartridges in the slots, fire it up, and see what happens. You start by putting the stack and Q modi in the slots. Your cell dex now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card. You see no reason at all not to jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow the dust out first, of course. The cell dex reconfigures itself into an array of distinct queue stacks. Now we're talking. This is just a sort of needless complexity you've come to expect from your inventory management system.
Why don't you just only use the array?
Because that's boring. If you just use the array, you're never gonna like fill it up too much and then shoot your fucking PDA into someone's mouth.
Damn it, John. So now we have an array of...
You have an array of Q stacks, which can have. You have an array of things where you can only access the beginning and end cards.
How are we gonna get this much inventory?
Don't worry about it.
Unwrap the smallest present first. You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for last. Always. You save a box of delicious fruit gushers. Could this birthday get any better? You don't think so. Open the big one. You thought wrong. Fill up an entire Q stack with shoes. Okay, awesome. Q stack full of shoes. Catalog fruit gushers. Dang, you spaced out and put it in the wrong Q stack. Don't worry, I'll get the hang of this thing. Closely inspect fruit gushers box. So delicious. You can't wait to catalog one of these packs and make like 1,000,000 gushers. Screw all this building nonsense. You'd rather make candy. Wait a minute.
Massive tropical brain hemorrhage is the flavor. In case you were curious.
Made with real fruit.
Yeah, excellent
Excellent source of vitamin C.
Wait a minute.
Betty Crocker.
It can't be. The Highness Batterwitch has her gnarled claws. What do gushers have to do with baked goods anyway? How does this make sense? Why? Aquacore, that's your
Why?
line.
No, that is you. It's just
is
red.
that?
It's red
not.
for Betty
It's-
Crocker. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Why?
We've all read it now.
Yeah.
S. John, a mental breakdown.
Cool fructose monsoon, kiwi mango colonic rush, waiting on social things. This is stupid. S. Jade. Retrieve package.
A rain. That's not what the definition of a rain is.
Personalize.
What? What? What?
Artillery.
What the heck is going on here?
We found Becquerel.
This is too much.
Yeah, that's Becquerel.
Armamentify. Arf.
What?
Good dog. Best friend.
We did it.
Good night.
Why were we transcending space?
Oh, you know how dogs are. You know how dogs are like, Kevin.
Check self for any mixed atoms with cat. Nope, no mixed atoms. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourselves. You knew a kitty whose name is... You'll think, oh god, no kitty name. You'll think of one later. Hey, where the heck are you anyway? Look around room. Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and vantage from the window tell you that this is your mom's room, or at least what you thought was her room. You decide not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation. Rose, watch the meteor impact. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Shouldn't that place be unestablished by now? The downpour of smaller meteors has stopped.
Oh.
Better get out of here now. This room is a powder keg with all this booze lying around. So Rose
Get down to
really
business.
died.
So we don't. So
She's
John.
fine.
So John's having a mental breakdown because he saw the Betty Crocker logo. Rose is about to burn to a fucking crisp. Dave is falling downstairs, and Jade is asleep after fighting her god dog. Good cast.
Suddenly, you are feeling very businessman-like for some reason. You just punched a whole shitload of cards in anticipation of making a whole lot of cool stuff. This time, you didn't foolishly destroy any items. You just looked at the codes for some objects you rounded up and punched them on blank cards. You know how much alchemizing you can get away with before Rose gets back. As if she's any guiding right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grist. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All she's got to do is mess around with her computer. Anyway, you'd better hurry.
Jade, dream.
What is this, Chrono Trigger?
Yes.
Oh. Oh my. What the?
You're now dreaming. Your dream bot is awake and active.
What?
Jade, obliquely foreshadow future through interpretive dance. Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. Jade, quick, get into bed. You climb into bed and try to get comfortable, but some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you. A strange feeling of cold, heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed. No wonder you can never get any sleep. Jade, realize you can fly. There's not much to realize. Of course you can fly. Jade, open the package. You stop all this flying around nonsense and examine John's birthday package. From GG to GG from GT. Unfortunately, you cannot open it yet. This package has an important journey to make first. You're planning
Wait, who's
on
GT?
GT is John.
John?
Shannon's Tower.
GT is John.
Okay.
What was John's? John?
Ectobiologist, EB.
But it says GT. That's not EB.
Well, no, because it's from John. So GT's John.
But
Good thing you already know what's inside. Otherwise, you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate. Months in the past. Fucking April.
enough for the above other to be seasonably reconcilable.
Ghostly trickster GT began pestering Garden Gnostic.
Hey, happy birthday, Jade.
Yay, thank you, John!
Ooh, okay, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus I sent Rose's and David's too. Why do you guys at his birthday got all bunched together like that? You're running me ragged.
I know, but it's nice of you to think of us all like that.
I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve those problems you've been having lately, mysterious wink.
I'm sure it's great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait.
Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot how long it takes you to get stuff.
John, that's okay, really. I'm sure it'll get to me exactly when it needs to, and it'll be a nice surprise when it does.
Okay, well, I hope so.
Alright, hold on, I'll get back. Sorry, I had to tell someone to go away.
Oh god, the trolls again?
Yep.
They've been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there are so many. There are either like 50 of these guys. There's one guy with a lot of alt accounts.
I've never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird, but it seems like that they're all probably different people and not one guy. I've counted 12.
What do they want to do with us?
Some people just like to needle others for some reason, John. It's like a game, I guess. They're like pranksters.
Oh, hell no. Shittiest pranksters ever.
But I think they're mostly harmless. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me, but it's been going on for years. Actually, some of them are kind of funny, I think.
Oh wow, what, years? Oh, well, I'm sick of them. I'm thinking of changing my Pesterchum handle to throw them off the trail. So I guess I'm gonna do that. Make totems. You've already carved a few totems, but you have had to return to the living room for more Cruxite dowels. Your carving work is not nearly complete. Every time you re-enter your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You just can't turn your back on them for a second. Rotten imps. Those posters were like children to you.
Flea room.
So GT was John's old handle. He changed
Yeah.
it to
Yes,
there's your
I understand.
At long last, you've returned to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini purrs at your side. I suppose you will call it Muti for short. Pastor John.
Why is there suddenly Russian?
No, Rose's narration is Russian when talking about the cat.
That's quite a totem collection. What are you planning?
Oh, well, hi. Oh, you gotta make some stuff. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now?
No, that was the nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been best described as on fire. You may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement.
Wow, congrats, I guess.
Thank you. Have you seen Dave?
No, his brother's probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there is to say on the matter.
Okay, I'm going to start putting this grist to use too. Let's be sparring with this frivolous knick-knack breeding and focus on getting you up to the gate. Okay?
Yeah, okay, I hear you, but I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house, and now it's a lousy with gushers.
True.
Gushers?
I mean grist. Serves them right for ruining my posters, the bastards.
Which posters?
Don't you see my sweet movie posters? Look at them, they're fucking ruined.
John,
Mm?
are you suggesting that the imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters?
Yeah.
Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room. The moment we started playing this game, I thought you'd face them ironically to mock your father's interests. John?
Very funny, Rose. Ha 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 ha. Nice joke. Great joke there, Rose. Top of the line prank. Hee hee ha 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 ha.
This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about this revelation.
Yes, yes. Let's keep this joke going because it is such a good one. Ha 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 ha. Oh my. Ha 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 ha.
WV, descend! You cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered up and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You've used all the cable you can find. You will have to come up with another plan. Sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. Absolutely not. What are you, crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever, period. Purify the temple. That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. That temple's way too big. You probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless, boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of the towers near the temple. Command Serenity to carry the rope to you. She is a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains for a series of informative blinks. There's an old rusty harpoon lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched up jumble of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. It is almost as if someone knew you would need a bunch of cable, and that you would have a mayoral sash made out of cable, and that you were particularly attached to that mayoral sash and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Anyone who knew that would surely possess a special gift. Alas, it seems a bit far-fetched. Get ye rope. Okay, we just established it was a cable and not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swig from one of your delicious pawns and put down... What? And put... What?
and put down.
You then quickly adjust the coordinates to purify the jumble of handy cable. To Mr. Mayor! Oh, of course. The time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow it got reset to a few hundred years ago. It's sort of a present from the past in the present, attached as an envelope. It looked extremely important.
This is reminding me of an anime I watched.
You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. This is all highly confusing and you do not know what to make of it. Still, it's obviously critical mayoral business which you take very seriously and you will defend this package with your life. Try to purify the cable again. You set the time to the present and purify the jumble of cable. Take obvious course of action. You tie all the cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin bindle. You then rappel down the station with the package, which must not leave your side. Years in the future. Which is to say, the present moment precisely. An aimless renegade prepares for company.
I guess I am taking this one eventually.
If you want, you can take AR when it matters. Yeah.
Oh boy. I mean, if you took WV and Kevin
Yeah.
took PM.
Yeah, no, yeah.
God, the abbreviations. Build as much as you can, as fast as you can.
Okay, well, I make some stuff here. Can you keep an eye out for imps? Just keep the safer tub handy or something. They'll serve them right for trashing my posters.
I keep telling you, the posters are always like that.
And I keep telling you, haha, very funny.
Here, look.
Nah.
Yeah, I saw
Weirdo.
these, but it didn't look like that before. You must have changed them.
Even if I had the motive for such a bizarre and pointless deception, where would I find the time? I don't even have Photoshop.
Then why didn't you tell me they were there?
I had no reason to think you were not aware of them, and I thought they were strange, certainly, but was not struck by any particular impulse to discuss them.
Okay, it still doesn't make sense, though. Implying that I drew them a while ago and then forgot and couldn't see them now and now suddenly see them. That's stupid. What would that even mean?
It means you're schizophrenic. Looks like you were in your father's room recently.
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel to discover what was in there?
Oh no, I just realized. You are going to psychotherapify me. Well, don't bother.
Maybe I'm just being a friend.
Maybe / eyes suspiciously. Wait, suspiciously.
Suspiciously.
Too suspicious.
True.
Suspiciously.
Me when I suspicious.
Anyway, I guess you saw what's in there. It's boring and there's not much to even see.
That doesn't matter. Matters is seeing how it affected you. I think it clearly has in some way.
Well, I don't know. At first, I was nervous to go in and find more of his weird clowns because, of course, they are stupid and I hate them a lot. But then I didn't see any. It was weird. I felt weirdly disappointed almost.
Is it fair to say this has changed your perception of your father?
Yeah, I guess.
Is it such a stretch to conclude that it changed your perception of other things as well?
No, maybe not. But what are you getting at? It sounds like you're saying I'm crazy. Alchemize.
Don't like the use of the word crazy.
Oh God. See, this is therapy bullshit.
That was a joke. But anyway, whether it means you are crazy or not, consider this theory. Your presumably long-standing tendency for scrawling this imagery is really your subconscious trying to express something disturbing within you. Possibly something from your past, which you have blocked out. And since you have suppressed it, your conscious self cannot acknowledge the drawings. Therefore, they have been in... This is stupid, and I hate every single part about this development.
Why now?
Perhaps because you've seen the
For what
evidence
it's
that
worth, it's immensely stupid.
the conflicts with the worldview your subconscious has confiscated to obfuscate the trash. That your dad is not necessarily the clown-loving maniac you all thought he was, and all this negative attribute buried in your psyche may have projected onto him, and subsequently rivaled as a sort of defense mechanism.
But this is absurd. My dad loves these shitty clowns. He's got all these statues and paintings everywhere.
It is unthinkable that over the years, it was he who believed you were the one. Wait, is it unthinkable?
Right.
Is it unthinkable that over the years it was he who believed you were the one with the passion for clowns because of all the strange drawings in your rooms? Father then embraces a son's hobby to establish a stronger bond. Or wages campaign of passive-aggressive mockery of your interests. Either is plausible. I don't know your dad that well.
I don't know. I'm not sure about all this. But I think we need to stop and acknowledge the bunny sassacre fedora I just made.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Wow, what are you doing up there, by the way? Oh, sorry to say, but this is all looking kind of silly.
I'm trying to spread the upward construction around so there's more substantial frontage later on. But I'm trying to wonder if it'll be strong enough. It's kind of starting to wobble a little. I don't think brick chimneys were meant to serve this architectural purpose.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh god, those are chimneys. I might have to adapt a different building strategy. Stick to more load-bearing walls and blockier shapes, especially since grids has become easier to come by lately.
Okay, but you really must be running low on time by now, right?
Right!
Strider!
Jade!
Strider?
Dream up extra arms and play advanced bass solo.
Strider is Dave's
Strider
last
is
name.
Dave.
Oh, right.
So that's like, you must be running low on
Dave
time by
Strider.
now. Yes. Strider!
Strider! Yeah?
Hmm. I like the two keyboards on the side. The fruit is pulsating.
Yeah, it's the dream fruit.
Picture their fruit.
Frostbeat.
I love the dial-up sounds.
Fucking, oh my god. I hate order. Anyway, there's Prospect.
Yeah, that's Prospect, alright.
Change wardrobe of fire to cycle through Star Horseshoe. Okay, good idea. You leave the moon in the cycle, though, because you like it. Go explore the Golden City. Jade, go and make a new friend.
Ah.
WV, eat letter and envelope. Will you cut that out? You have company. Look behind you. See? Over there. Read letter. Dear Mr. Mayor, go here. Give present, hooray. Oh, please do this. The freedom of your people depends on it. Your friend.
What? Hey, Hoppy.
Yeah.
Watch out for the sniper.
Sure. Something WV failed to do. Cover! Hurry! Give present. Hooray! To Miss Mail Lady.
Oh, miss. I didn't realize it was a woman.
Yeah, PM's a woman.
Mail.
Gracefully fly to the other Golden Tower. You decide to check on your neighbor. Inspect neighbor's tower. It is very much the same as your own. The only difference is that this one is home to a young boy instead of a young girl. You peer through the window. John's, of course, sound asleep. It looks like he's having troubled dreams as usual. You cannot disturb his slumber, though. He'll wake up when he's ready. Speaking of John, you wonder if he got the birthday present you sent him, or for that matter, if you even remembered to send it? Darn, you get so confused sometimes. If only you had some system in place to help you remember things. Your moon is getting very close to Skya. You had better go inside soon. It's never a very good idea to be outside during the eclipse. Maybe you can take the opportunity to go log onto your computer and ask John about his present. You just know he'll think of it's awesome, and it will be a great way to thank him for the wonderful present he got you.
Alchemizing a 1980s time-lapse montage.
Oh.
That would be pretty cool and would promote the appearance to the audience that a whole lot was getting done in not much time, but it also sounds like kind of a pain in the ass, so you decided to play it straight up this time. Roses moved the Elk Miter back down to the deck while she reworks the building project up there. Just as well, because it will save you a lot of legwork. Between this thing, the design mix, and the lathe, that's a whole lot of scribbling around. Recombine Hammer and Pogo Ride. This time, instead of overlapping the two cards, which created the Pogo Hammer, you use the two codes to double punch a blank card, producing a different hole pattern. The result is a Hammerhead Pogo Ride. It doesn't look like it's as much fun as the original ride, but to be fair, it's probably a lot safer. Double punching cards creates patterns with more holes, rather than less holes by overlapping cards. This strikes you as a viable method for combining more than two items without whittling down to too few holes or too many. Just mix up the overlaps and double punches, and the sky's the limit. Combine Ghost Shirt and Suit. You make the Green Slime Ghost Suit. Pretty swanky, but you're not completely satisfied with the wardrobe update yet. Combine Ghost Suit and Wise Guy Book. You make the Wise Guy Slime Suit. This is so much better. It seems there are lots of secret trickster gimmicks concealed in oh shit, there go the cards. Combine Glasses and PDA. You take the Serious Business Goggles. This is a pretty nice hands-free communication solution, and it makes you look way cooler, like one of the kids from Spy Kids or something. God, that was a good movie. Real spies, only smaller. Combine Sledgehammer, Telescope, and Sassacre Text. You make the telescopic Sassa Crusher at pretty considerable expense. This thing could probably pound an ogre into crude burger. Of course, you have no hope of lifting it whatsoever. Combine Gushers and Blue Ectoplasm.
Hellacious Blue Phlegm Aneurysm.
You mix your Gushers with some of the blue slime you left on the wall to make a box of Hellacious Blue Phlegm Aneurysm Gushers with ghostly healing properties. These should be convenient, if somewhat unappetizing. Combine Fake Arm, Blue Ectoplasm, and PDA. You make the Remote Ghost Gauntlet. It looks like when you put on a spherical computer glove, it lets you control a big, slimy ghost hand. The Ghost Gauntlet appears to have considerably higher lift capacity than your own puny arms.
So John
Combine
is just
Ghost
OP.
Gauntlet and Bathroom Mirror.
Thus is the power of alchemizing, Gavin.
You make a left-handed Remote Ghost Gauntlet to complete the pair, because you don't see why the hell not. Combine Umbrella and Straight Razor.
For the record, these happen during, like, it's like Christmas-ish. It's a fun Christmas activity to make a bunch of dumb bullshit.
You make the Barber's Best Friend. It suddenly seems worthwhile to you to go nab the Umbrella kind spray specimen that's been laying in the study for a while. Combine Gushers and Shaving Cream. You make a deadly Betty Crocker Barbasol Bomb. Be careful of that thing, Jesus. Combine Ghost Dad poster with... Okay, you have a cool idea for something to do with your Ghost Dad poster, but it looks like you drew shit all over that one too without realizing it. Lousy goddamn stupid subconscious. Anyway, you think you have an idea how to clean it up. Caption log / punch Heath Ledger Joker figurine. If we can somehow subtract the code of the Joker figurine from the code of the poster, it might work. Luckily, the Joker code only has 2 holes, making the task very simple. The defaced Cosby poster shares those holes. You determine that the defaced Cosby could only result from a double punching with the Joker, if your theory is correct. This means that the original Cosby poster had one of those holes punched, or the other, or neither, making 3 total possibilities. You try out all 3 possible codes, yielding 1 potted plant, 1 painting of a horse attacking a football player, and 1 clean Cosby poster. Success.
The second of which apparently requires 425 mercury for some reason.
Combine Cosby poster with computer. You make the Cosby top computer.
No.
This thing is probably a useless piece of shit, but making it has caused you to feel an alarming sense of satisfaction. Combine Dad's hat and Problem Sleuth game. You make another ordinary fedora with 4 pieces of candy corn inside. Combine Hammer and Problem Sleuth game. Whatever this item is, you cannot make it yet. It requires a ludicrous amount of grist, some types of which you have not even encountered. Combine iron and pogo hammer.
That's for the final disc.
You make the wrinkle fucker.
Oh my.
So much sweet loot. You'd almost think it was simultaneously your birthday and Christmas or something. Of course, you know that is ridiculous and I could never conceive of
Dave! Strife!
Oh right, him.
versus Toby Fox.
Oh no. Yeah, this sounds like Toby.
Final round.
Cheap piece of shit. Bye! Bro just kicked my ass. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Jade, Pastor John. I think it's conceivable to actually finish this act further.
How much longer?
Like 50-ish pages.
Yeah, we can do that.
Maybe.
And then what? We have an intermission.
Yeah. And then April's blind after that.
I'm what? Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I heard a little of Act 4.
Yeah, but like... There's a lot in Act 4. Act 4 is
Yeah.
an E. Act 3, despite being shorter than Act 2, has significantly more shit that happens.
Yeah, because half of Act 2 was the first page. Oh no. It's the dog. He's lava proof.
I mean,
He's also
raping
bulletproof,
the state.
evidently, so yeah. For the record, this conversation is from Adam. So we don't
Oh,
actually care
okay.
about it. This is actually the first Jade conversation.
Oh, it is.
With the mysterious meteor.
Yeah, a reminder would be good though, to just skim through it.
And this is the flash that happened in Act 2 when John fell asleep on the bed. And Jade saw what happened.
Oh.
Yada, John, did you get my package? Yada yada. What spur? I don't know. I don't know what the stuff is. And then I'm back. I went to investigate the explosion. Was it a meteor? Yeah, how'd you know? Yada. I'm fine. Pretty good ways for my house. Anyway, would you happy? No, it's terrible. Yeah, sorry, something weird shit happened. My dad's gone. Yada yada. That's silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god, the timelines.
For the record, the important thing in that flash is that the clouds have the future in them. Or
I see.
Events. The frostbit clouds have shit.
Mm.
Hmm.
Quote unquote, I'm quoting here. It should be noted we've seen this conversation before, so only the new flash perspective of what Jade was doing at the time matters. We're viewing the eclipse when Frostbite's moon passes in the sky's edge and Jade gets a glimpse of some clouds. Yada yada. That was my friend's commentary. One day I will make a Twitch account. This is new though. Hey!
Whoa, there you are.
Actually, no, we did do this already, because this is... I don't think I'm actually saving the world. This is when John wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've done this. Update colorful reminders. Homestuck's fucked up like that. You take a moment to gather your thoughts after your dream. While you're asleep, it can get very confusing figuring out what's really happening and what isn't, especially during the eclipse when you're exposed to many visions of the past, present, and future through a variety of cloud mirages. It is only after you wake up that you're able to start making sense of it all, and your reminders help you do this. But on reflection, there wasn't much in the dream about the future. You were quite surprised to see your dog in your dream, though. It was the first time the crafty guardian has ever appeared in a dream. You have learned that today is his birthday, just like it is for your other best friend. You have always wondered about this and never had the chance to throw him a party and bake him a cake. Now you can. But if you do, it seems that you'll need a lot of candles. Beck has never allowed you to enter the mystic ruins for reasons you never understood. You always assumed it was on account of your protection, but in your dreams, but your dream has strongly suggested to you that that's where you need to go now. Since your dreambot's secured in its chamber and does not need to be looked after, Beck is taking a nap in the grand foyer as he usually does. Perhaps you can take advantage of this and sneak out of the house another way. Grab your harpoon gun. Oh yes, of course. When your reminders reminds you that you still have a package to deliver too. This way you can kill two birds with one harpoon gun. Use harpoon to zipline into the great outdoors. Pshoo! Zip.
Rose, finish building. Oh my god.
Oh no. Architectural perfection.
Dave, mourn the loss of Cal. See ya, little dude. If you had any more apple juice, you would pour some out for your homie. You'll have to remember to double check your closet for more juice. Go get a goddamn new sword. Perhaps you will. But if you do, it looks like you'll have to break it first. Perfectly good strife specimens down the toilet. Thanks, bro. Bro turned Dave's specimens into the broken sword kind. It is the half blade kind. Capsule log beta. You try to grab the beta, but you forgot your Silenex is completely packed. You wonder why you jammed all this useless crap in here in the first place. Maybe you assumed you would weaponize it during one of your customary hash rap battles with your bro, but in retrospect, that probably would have just been a huge chore, and it would have made the battle drag on forever. It's like, what are you, made of time? Dave, eject your modus and set it to Scrabble values. You dump all this crap all over the roof. You then set your modus to the Scrabble hash function for some reason. This function always makes it a little less intuitive to calculate hash values for items, and therefore more cumbersome to rap with. But you guess that's kind of a moot point now that your bro flew off fuck knows where. His mysterious ways transcend irony once again. Get beta. You get the beta, now yielding a radically different hash value with the Scrabble function, which is to say a radically exactly the same value. Pester Rose. Okay, I got it. I hope you appreciate how much gross spongy proboscis I had to fillet to get this game. Hello, what are you doing? Anyway, I'm going downstairs now and installing the thing. Later.
You finally finish your building project. You have done all you can for John. You don't think you can provide much assistance against those ogres this time, but at least John appears to be armed to the teeth. You close your eyes, and a smile forms on your face. You've done your
Okay.
job.
So
Rose dies.
new
The
lore, new lore.
end. All there is left to do is wait for Dave. Capture log and send John code for his present. This was certainly hasten the parcel delivery, but the gift is not finished yet. You spent months accelerating your knitting skills to be able to make the gift a perfect sentimental appeal. You even incorporated a cherished heirloom that you've had as long as you can remember. When he finally sees your staggering gesture of sentimentality, he will finally understand. He will understand that in the game of facetious sentimental gestures, no one can get the best of Rose Lalonde.
Months in the past. This is April.
Dear Rose.
Dear Rose,
Oh.
happy birthday. Thank you for being such a good friend all these years. I know you like to make it out like you're playing it cool and don't care much about the people in your life. I know deep down you really do. Hell, not even that deep down. It's like,
Dog?
Oh. Oh. A tragedy in 3 acts.
it's like having your subconscious as having a wet t-shirt contest, and you being all aloof is this totally soggy shirt doing no good at all, hiding nothing. What? What? Oh wait, I was like, two can play at this game of cracking all these highfalutin psychology books. Aw, snap. But yeah, I got you this because I think you're really creative and you could make something nice with it if you put all your mind to it. And it might help you take your mind off a lot of all this serious business you're always absorbed in. You know, all this weirdo, psycho, gothy stuff or whatever. Frankly, it's kind of depressing. Anyway, you're the best, Rose. Have a rad 13th. I will catch up with you guys soon. God, you're all sold. Ghostly Trickster, John.
Oh, are the others significantly older than John?
They're a few months older.
They're a few months older. They're
Oh.
13. They basically all have like almost the same birthday. John is a couple months after.
Oh, yes. Answer. Daily double.
Yes, I'm stealing this one. I'm stealing this one immediately.
Oh boy. So,
Grim
Queen Delta
Auxiliatrix
Rune.
began trolling Tentacle Therapist.
Queen Deltarune.
True. Why is it that when the subject of temporal mechanics is broached, your sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable? Time is not that difficult to understand. It is a utility that a universe may resort to in order to advance a desired degree of complexity, or may not resort to if that is the case. It's all pretty pedestrian. But no. When time travel comes up, you present the face that a man shows when the breeze gradually alerts him to his absence of nether dressings. I don't care how we are to properly agitate you all if you continue to insist on failing to understand basic concepts which common infants effortlessly manage to describe via scrawlings in their own puddles of sloppy discharge.
ew. Have we spoken before?
Yes, in the future.
You and your friends never cease to invent ways to strengthen the credibility of your assertions.
Oh my, it is your human sarcasm again. I enjoy listening to it, and I wish doing so could serve as my primary form of recreation. There, see, I just did it too, saying the opposite thing to emphasize my contempt. But suddenly I feel more primitive and hate myself a little more. It was like this funny miracle that just happened in my heart.
I would admire the sophistication of you and your fellow future dwellers a little more if you seemed to be aware of the word human only functions as that sort of adjective in a bad science fiction. But I won't be rude and change the subject. There's still a bit more of straw poking out of your rhetorical effigy over here.
Oh dear, no, we aren't from the future, but we are already in agreement that you don't get it and never will.
I thought you said we spoke in the future.
We did, your future. For me, it was only a couple minutes ago.
I understand you exist in some temporal stratum through which you have communication access to various points of my timeline. It's not that complicated.
Yes, that's right. Will you try to talk with some sense into your idiot friends so that we may proceed to bother them all on more rational terms?
I try to every day with mixed results. But you see, it's not that I don't understand you. It's just that I don't believe you. Because it's nonsense. Albeit persistent and coordinated nonsense. Why would a bunch of temporarily dislocated trolls want to harass a group of friends throughout completely random points in time?
I will admit this campaign of provocation wasn't all that well thought out. Don't tell anyone I said that.
From these humans. Our sparing intellects are probably better suited to it.
Yeah, maybe. Why don't we be friends?
You want to be my friend?
I think so. I think we're supposed to. You suggested as much earlier.
You mean what I did in the future?
Yeah, a couple minutes ago.
Probably because I remembered you mentioning it in the conversation we're having now.
That's likely.
Your commitment to this role-playing scenario is intriguing. What choice do I have but to accept? Can somebody take over my lines? I need to be quiet because my dad is trying to sleep and it is late.
Yeah, I can do Rose. Or April can, I don't care. Someone can do Rose.
Sure, I can do Rose for now.
To my knowledge, there's a lot of non-text pages coming up. Except this one, which is April.
Dear Dave.
Have it.
That's sure.
Happy birthday! I just wanted to take a break from telling you how much your gay butt stinks all the time and say what an awesome friend you are. Seriously, on any other day I would be downplaying how you aren't really as cool as you think you are. But just between you and me, I think you might actually be that cool. I think you gotta get out of your bro's shadow and spread your wings, dude. So I got you these. They're totally authentic. They actually touched Ben Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. I'm sure you'll dig them because I know you lolled so hard at that movie. Okay, so for real, this is sort of a shitty present, but it's an ironic present because then you wouldn't have it any other way. Maybe you can wear them ironically sometime. They might even be more ironic than you and your bros do dumb, pointy anime shades. Anyway, have a good one, buddy, and stay busy being totally sweet, ghostly trickster John.
Dave, answer. Oh God. Oh God. Actually, I changed my mind. This is the longest fucking page.
So who's going to be Adios Torador?
I don't know who wants to be Adios Toreador.
How are they as a character?
Wimpy, I guess. I don't know. Imagine someone that doesn't know what to fucking do. I don't fucking know. Read the words and then you can take a voice.
I want to do this character. I don't know, but am I taking too many characters now?
No, I don't give.
I don't think so.
No, April has two, but they are the main character and arguably the second main character. So you're good.
Okay. Hey, first, okay, I think you're awful. Let's put that fact on the table where we can both see it. Now you've been primed for the digestive ruination that's about to take place in the comprehensive soiling of the laundry enveloping your person.
Oh my God, you type like a tool.
Yeah. Now you're getting it. What you were in for. Are you ready to be trolled within an inch of your miserable human cortex?
This is so weak. I'm almost getting tired of wasting good material on you guys. It's like you got nothing. It's always one of you sprouting out and ranting about how hard I'm about to get trolled with no ensuing substance. You don't even know anything about us. One of you fuckers thought I was a girl.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is that I don't care about your anatomical details and things like that. I know what you've done. Or will do, actually. It's the most awful thing. The worst you can ever do.
Sorry, I wouldn't cyber with you, dude, in the future or whatever.
Wait.
Oh,
Okay. You're the one who likes to submit innuendo.
Human innuendo.
Yes, human innuendo. Sorry for the lack of clarity.
So at what point in the future am I supposed to look forward to you whipping up this titanic hankering from a knob? Be honest with me, because I'm busy, and I want to know exactly when I gotta clear some space in my calendar for when some fuckwit blunders out of a magical phone booth and makes a ballad-inspiring play for my throbbing beef truncheon.
Should I be perturbed by these allusions?
No, look. I just need to know when to be there. When the stars come into alignment and your flux capacitor lets you finally set your meteoric greed for crotch dashing. I wouldn't want to miss it and cause a paradox or something. It'd suck if the universe blew up on the account of you missing your window of opportunity to help yourself to a pubescent boy's naked... I'm not even finishing that one.
Ah, okay, this is sort of starting to upset me.
Jesus, you're such a shitty troll.
I guess I'll leave you alone and find another point in time to bother you when I guess you are more emotionally susceptible and don't have all these bees in your bonnet about your humanity.
Oh no, no dude, you sassed me up. We are in the shit now, together, for the long haul.
What?
We're motherfucking entrenched in this bitch. You and me, welcome to Nam. Now grab my hand and shimmy your soggy ass off that muddy bank before Charlie gets the fucking drop.
What? Continue.
He's the guy who's gonna read our vows. I'm feeling pretty friggin' matrimonial all of a sudden. Take a look down by your foot. See that little bottle? Stomp on that shit like it's on fire. Noise... I'm your 300-pound freight train. Caping furnaces hungry for coal.
Oh my god.
Bro, look in my eyes, that twinkle, that be devotion, you harinated pro wrestler, sweaty, sparkling like a visit from your fairy fucking godmother. Should be pure and true. That's what you see, a kaleidoscopic supernova of all your hopes and dreams all swishing together, radically effervescent arms of... This is how we do this. This shit's more real than Kraft mayo. Adios Toreador block, turn that godhead. You are now...
The Armless Renegade. You have identified a couple of unwelcome rogues outside your present stronghold. They are in violation of your jurisdiction. Despite your ordinarily striking marksmanship, you have spent the entire ammo clip without recording a single kill shot. What will you do? You realize that your weapon is magazine fed, not clip fed. You don't give a shit about that. Examine the wall behind you. The wall exhibits rows of ancient hieroglyphs depicting an array of amphibious and reptilian life forms. This is illegal photography. It makes you angry. Go search more ammo. There's plenty of ammunition stored in the various ammo crates, so you can spend a great deal of time unearthing from nearby dunes and hauling back to your stronghold. You have a large variety of weaponry and ammunition at your disposal. Whether you can locate some more AK-47 rounds quickly enough is a different matter. Quickly retrieve sidearms. You retrieve a pair of deadly sidearms, but you'll need a longer range weapon if you are to continue your enforcement. Find a rocket launcher. Here's one. Befriend the unwelcome rogues. You wonder if you should reconsider your agreements with the offenders. Maybe you should let it slide. They seem friendly enough, and it's been so long since you've had company. It would also be quite a pity to blow up that tall, attractive female. But then again, they are both in flagrant violation, trespassing through several zones which you painstakingly marked as off-limits, while I conduct your investigation of this crime scene. It is your duty to investigate this illegal monument and get to the bottom of its illicit amphibious idolatry. Just thinking about all the sloppy footprints they are leaving in the sands makes your carapace steam. The law is all that's left to hold on to in this unforgiving dust bowl. You cannot afford to loosen your black gauze grip lest justice slip through your fingers. Law is beauty, order is peace, judgment is the very basis for all that is pure and... Hold that thought. You need to take a moment to wear something ridiculous before you continue your spiel.
Oh, the caution tape wasn't ridiculous enough, okay.
You know. He's covered in fucking warning tape.
Order in the court. You'll have order in this courtroom. If everyone does not settle down, you will clear out this courtroom, you swear to God. Examine moving platform. It appears to be a large stage serving as a kind of elevator, but it can't go down because there's something jammed in it. Looks like a peculiar musical instrument, probably centuries old. But yeah, Jory agrees. You've got to go blow up those trespassers.
I am the most interested about Jade right now.
Place present on monument. You put John's present down in just the right spot, along with a letter you prepared a little while ago after a particularly interesting set of dreams. Should be any minute now. You put down the time bait. It's out of your hands now. You guess you could swim. Maybe we can think of a better way across, though.
Read the letter.
Yeah, because Kevin doesn't.
This
I
is
mean,
kind of confusing.
I mean,
I mean,
I've been reading anyway.
If
But
you want to, you can. I don't.
this is kind of confusing.
Dear Miss Mail Lady, go here.
But you guess it's straightforward enough, even if the drawing is somewhat inaccurate. Oh no.
Berate self for unauthorized demolition. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You had them right in your crosshairs. You have no idea how a crack shot like you could have missed. It is practically inconceivable. Be the law. You reload and take aim. That fair carapace, how it sparkles in the desert light. No, you cannot afford to be distracted by such thoughts. You are busy being the law.
Being the law.
You are the law, whoops.
Wave about in a distracting manner.
Oh, it's this guy again, his little blinking bee. So outrageous.
Lob clonk. The can ruse was a distraction. Introducing the new friend, Jeremy. Bro, have you seen my socks? Around anywhere. No, dude, again with the socks. What is it with you and socks, man? It's like you must be token up on a joint to make you stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves all their socks lying around like that. The sock ruse was a distraction. I have the car.
Kevin?
Scamper quickly to the newly created hole.
You have the cargo.
Yes, you do. Read the next step of the letter.
Go here. Deliver here. Yay! Last thing I ask you, Drake Griffin.
At the bottom of the letter is a series of coordinates along with further instructions. You know what you must do. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection. Mail!
Years in the past. Blam. Today is your birthday. Your grandfather has decided to celebrate by introducing you to the thrill of the hunt. But suddenly you and Beck are wandering off. Where is this silly dog taking you? You find a present.
This present is the stupidest brick job.
You open it to find a shirt that is way too big for you and pumpkin seeds. There's also a letter.
Dear Jade. Happy birthday!
Jade.
It's hard to thank you enough for your friendship over the years. Heck, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't even have met Rose and Dave, so that's like 3 times the friendship. That's almost like too much friendship. I only wish I could get you something for your birthday I could remotely make up for you've given me, but of course that's impossible. So here are a couple silly things anyway. I went to a weird Asian store the other day and saw this rad shirt, so I got it and I'm wearing it now. But there was a blue one too, which was way more awesome, and I wanted you to try it. I know you like green a lot, but maybe you'd like to try wearing blue sometimes? I bet you'd look like $1,000,000. Also, I know you've been frustrated lately about how your pumpkins keep disappearing. Well, I can't begin to explain why that's happening. All I can do is give you these so you can plant some more. Don't give up, Jade. Wherever these demo pumpkins are off to, I'm sure you'll know the fun is in growing them and taking care of them until you're ready. Ooh, got to head out to the post office now so this doesn't get to you too late. Talk to you soon, ghostly trickster John.
So that's why John and Jade have reversed shirt colors.
Who is this John claiming to be your friend? All these and these other friends he met. Oh wait, this is you.
Oh yeah, this is me. But who is this John claiming to be your friend? And these other friends he mentions, wherever he is, you think he might be onto something. Blue is a very pretty color. Also, growing some pumpkins sounds like it could be fun. Maybe we'll ask Grandpa if you can use the atrium to do some gardening. This will be exciting. Whoa.
Good. Oh. I guess.
You bear the vicious brunt of this story transition directly in the face. You're getting really tired of this feisty man and his busy fists. Here's... yeah.
Okay. Kill Dad's John yourself. Here, stick this to your pipe and bleed to death slowly. You release the prisoner. He is free to give. Play guitar to summon giant looking.
I love that. I love Jack letting you go because you burned the hat. Ribbon.
My. Oh my.
Dave, install beta. Alright, I'm installing this game finally.
We're doing this, man?
Yeah, you could almost say we're making this.
Go on. What is it that we're making for this?
Transpire.
Excellent. Let's make a shit take place.
S. Enter. That was the letter Nana wrote at the end. That we read at the beginning of the act.
Catch the grape jelly. Oh, she made her own kernel sprite with. Ah.
Well, yeah, that's how you enter. She threw the cat in it earlier, and then Dave put the octopus on screen in it.
It's okay. She's got the bottle of wine juice. No.
So S enters when the flashes, when the like big flashes start having a lot of bullshit that happens.
Very fast.
I'd
My
like
goodness.
to point out one of the more critical things that happens there is in the Frog Temple, Jade receives a copy of Bro's copy of Spurb. It was previously established that Jade just literally doesn't have the game.
It was. So how did she get a copy of Dave's copy?
There was a flower machine in the temple that spawned it.
Oh, And so then Rose and Dave went through all this stuff to get her to.
Dave got Rose in. Rose entered. She prototyped the cat and the octopus like princess as the double prototype. John went in the first gate
Okay.
at the top of the house.
Yeah.
End of Act 3. Intermission!
Oh boy.
This is critically important. We'll start this next time.
Okay.
Critically important.
Very well then.
Your name is Spade Slick.
Why is my name Space?
We'll do the Midnight Crew intermission next time. I'm gonna stop the stream.
It was a pretty good song though, in that Flash.
I love Suburban Jungle.